All right, all right. So about a week after Jaire Alexander was cut by the Green Bay Packers, he has signed with the Baltimore Ravens. And with his signing, it got me to thinking this Ravens secondary is absolutely stacked. But before we get into all that good stuff, hope you all are having a fantastic, fantabulous, awesome freaking day. My name is Garrett Shoemaker, and this is the Shoemake Take. Hope you all are doing well. I got an unscripted video for you guys because this is more of me just having a thought or sharing my thought about a certain topic with you guys. In this case, it's the Baltimore Ravens secondary. So before we get into the whole group, Jaire Alexander signed with the Green Bay Packers. Oh my goodness. He signed with the Baltimore Ravens. It was a 1-year, $6 million deal. Got him for really cheap, by the way. And I know that Jaire Alexander's only played 14 games in the past 2 years. I talked about that and as one of the reasons why he got cut in my Jaire Alexander release video, which I'll throw a card up here, which you should go check out. And in that video, one of my landing spots was the Baltimore Ravens because they like to use veteran players. They like to add them wherever they can. And in this case, when a all-pro corner at a premium position becomes available, okay, why not go get that guy? Yes. Did they sign Chidobe Awuzie in this offseason after Tennessee cut him? Yes, they added him. He was a solid, reliable corner in his own right. But when Jaire Alexander comes available, you go get him. And to have the Ravens go get him and have him reunite with Lamar Jackson, who I completely forgot that they were college teammates, by the way, at Louisville, that's really cool. That's really cool and that's really exciting. And then you get into the secondary as a whole. Think about it for a second. Jaire Alexander and Nate Wiggins on the outside. Marlon Humphrey and the nickel. Then you have Kyle Hamilton and then first round pick in this year's draft, Malachi Starks out of Georgia at the safety spots. What do all 5 of those players have in common? What do they all have in common? They're all first round picks. That is insanity. I do not remember the last time a Baltimore Ravens or any NFL secondary for that matter having all 5 starting spots in the secondary being first round picks. That's wild. That's absolutely wild. And then you get into Chidobe Awuzie, who I mentioned. Solid, reliable corner, would be a starter almost anywhere in the NFL. And then you have 4th round pick out of last year's draft, TJ Tampa, who didn't play a lot because of injuries, but he's a guy who I thought could have gone late 2nd round when he was drafted. And so that value was pretty good. Really good, actually. And so this secondary is just stacked. I mean, this might be the most stacked secondary in terms of talent I think I may have ever seen. Now, here's the thing. We've seen a lot of stacked secondaries in, our time watching football throughout its history. But, oh my goodness, this is fun. This is so exciting to look at. On paper, this should be the best secondary in the NFL. And if it's not the best secondary in the NFL, it would be a disappointment. Okay, would it be a disappointment? Okay, maybe a little bit. But at the same time, those are very lofty expectations that it's only going to take time. Time will tell before we actually see if that's true or not. But right now, there's no way that this secondary isn't top 5, at least. There's no way that it's not. And I'm going to go into the season expecting this to be a top 5 secondary. I expect this secondary to be incredible. There's no way. Jaire Alexander is an all-pro. Marlon Humphrey is still one of the best corners in the NFL in his own right. Nate Wiggins is a first-round pick who has a lot of talent. Malachi Starks is a first-round pick who has a ton of talent. Kyle Hamilton is one of the best safeties in the game right now. That's insanity. It's straight up insanity that the NFL let the Ravens build up this secondary. Along with that, their defense is still really good. Their defensive line has Nnamdi Madubuike, or Justin Madubuike as some people remember it. And then along with that, the linebackers, Roquan Smith, probably the best linebacker in the NFL. I think he's the best in my opinion. And then you add Kyle Van Noy, who's been ageless at 34 years old, coming off of a 9-sack season. And then you have Odafe Owe, who's a solid player going into a contract year, so you expect him to play really well. They also added Mike Green in the 3rd round, the edge rusher out of Marshall, which, by the way, getting him in the 3rd round, what a massive steal. Massive steal for the Ravens at that spot. And along with that, continuing, I think that's it, actually. Yeah, no, that's it. But, anyways, it's absolutely stacked. It's just absolutely stacked that this Ravens secondary is, along with already strong defense, good linebackers, good edge rushers, solid defensive line. I mean, there's nothing to not like about this Ravens defense. And then you look at the offensive side, probably the biggest issue on this team is probably wide receiver. And then the trio of Zay Flowers, Rashad Bateman, and DeAndre Hopkins. Is it great? No, but it's probably should be good enough. I mean, DeAndre Hopkins still has plenty left in the tank, I think. He should still give you like 700, 800 yards. Rashad Bateman's been there for a long time, so he understands the scheme well, and he's good for at least a few games a year where he pops off and has over 100 yards, so that counts for something. And then Zay Flowers is a really good young receiver who's one of the most agile guys in the game right now. So really, there's not a lot of weaknesses overall on this Ravens roster. Maybe the offensive line is a little bit interesting because they have a new right guard. Patrick Murkari left and went to the Jaguars, I think. Yeah, he went to the Jaguars and signed over there. But, I mean, the rest of their offensive line is still intact. They still have Ronnie Stanley, Andrew Voorhees, Tyler Linderbaum, and Roger Rosengarten. So, I mean, they still have a really, really good offensive line. So, there's really nothing to worry about with the Baltimore Ravens in terms of their roster and who they have. Now it's going to be a matter of, okay, now can they show up in the playoffs and as a team play consistently and show up? Because every year, whether it's Lamar Jackson or another part of this team, somewhere part of this team will falter when it comes playoff time. And I'm hoping to God that that doesn't happen this season, because the Ravens are absolutely stacked. And Jaire Alexander is just the cherry on top of the whole thing. And this might be one of the most stacked rosters the Baltimore Ravens have had in the Lamar Jackson era. 2019 was really good, but I don't know. I think it might be a little bit more. I'd have to cross-reference everything and kind of double check it. But if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, I'm through the roof excited right now. I'm through the roof. I'm elated. I am hyped. And as a non-Ravens fan, I am hyped for you. Jesus, there is no way the Baltimore Ravens do not go back to the AFC Championship. I'll say that right now, and I'm going to make an announcement video, which you guys will see here in a little while after this video, where I'm going to announce my season preview plan, which I'll give more details in that video. However, I will mark it right now. I have the Ravens going to at least the AFC Championship this year. This roster's too talented. It's too good. And adding Jaire Alexander to an already stacked secondary, it's just going to make this defense that much better, in my opinion. It's so, exciting. I can't contain my hype for how good this defense probably should be this year, along with the offense playing at a high level as it always does with Lamar Jackson at quarterback. So if I'm the Baltimore Ravens, I am hyped. If I'm a Ravens fan, I am hyped. And adding Jaire Alexander, once again, to conclude, it was an absolute cherry on top. They got an all-pro player for very cheap. They should be able to manage his health, and I expect Jaire Alexander to do really good things with the Baltimore Ravens, along with that entire defense and secondary, the most stacked secondary I think we've ever seen in a long time this upcoming season. But that's going to do it for me today, guys. A little bit of a shorter video, I know, but it's a interesting thought that I wanted to share with you guys. That's why I went unscripted for this video. But if you guys enjoyed it and you've made it this far, please consider hitting the like button and subscribe button. We're trying to hit 100 subs before the season starts. We are at 80 right now, and we're on pace to clear it. You guys are doing a fantastic job right now, so please hit those two buttons. It is free. Help a bro out. If it's free, it's for me. You know what I'm saying? You're getting better quality stuff here than at a Dollar Tree. Okay, that might be pushing it, although I do think that my content is better than what you can get at a Dollar Tree, although there's some really good stuff at Dollar Tree. You know that brand Faygo? They make a bomb pop flavored soda. Oh my God, you got to try. You talk about good. But that's not the point. Anyways, continuing on with our outro here, make sure to let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. How much of an impact do you think Jaire Alexander makes on the Ravens? Do you think the Ravens do go to the AFC Championship? Let me know everything that you guys think about this signing and this stacked secondary in the comments. And lastly, make sure you follow me on social media and share this video on social media, whether it's by Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, all that stuff. Make sure to go follow me there as well. I post clips there every single week from the show, so go follow me there. Would help me out a lot. But that is going to do it for me today, guys. Hope you guys have enjoyed, and as always, I will see you all next time.